Life is just getting so tough for me right now. It's just crazy. And life is just getting tough for all of us right now. And the sad thing is that I be wanting to isolate myself so much that I need time to think. But in reality, sometimes I just gotta let it out. Like, I can't keep all this frustration, all this animosity built up in me the way that life is going, because you can't keep up with a bill or something happening in your life that you wish you can change it, but you can't change it, and you have nobody to talk to. And it's not good to even be holding all that energy in. Sometimes you have to let it out. Even if you don't have nobody to talk to, sometimes you may have to just talk to yourself. And I know people gonna call you crazy, but sometimes if you can't afford a therapist with so much going on in your life right now, you have to be your own therapist. You have to be creative, find a way, because a lot of y'all got so much going on in your life, including me. We afraid to just express ourselves, like what I'm doing on this video now. I'm expressing myself to my YouTube family because y'all like my family. And it's a lot of things that's going on in your life, a lot of things that's going on in my life, and life is just lifing. And you never know when it's gonna life, because it always comes when you're not prepared for it, because we never prepare. And I'm gonna just keep it real, because we just live in life. We're only doing what we was told to do. And as soon as life hits us, we don't know how to take it. So we get frustrated. We start to become mad at the world because so much has fell on your plate right now and you don't know how to deal with it. How y'all doing out there? Welcome to the family. And if y'all subscribe, thank y'all for subscribing. And by the way, I got new merch on Spread Shop. I had to bring the vision to life. And if y'all want to support me and y'all like what I'm doing, I'm going to leave the link in the bio for those who want to support. And thank y'all for watching. Back to the video. Because everything is just coming at you all at once. All this commotion, people and their problems, your bills, your job tripping. And it's just so much. Because you don't know how to deal with it. Because you wasn't taught to just deal with it. So that's why you take your anger out on everybody else. But in reality, you don't have to. And I know you're going through things in your life. And I know you're upset right now. I be going through so much in my life too. And I be upset too sometimes. And then you become so upset, you're starting to become depressed. But you have to just let it out. And I know men don't supposed to have feelings, but men has feelings too. And I get it, y'all. We supposed to be strong all the time. We don't know how to deal with our emotions. Sometimes it's like, if we in our feelings, we get called emotional because we're men. And I know it sounds crazy to y'all, but that's what it really is. That's the harsh reality. We have feelings too. And for anybody that has feelings, just let it out. And you can let it out plenty of ways. You can listen to music to let it out, because that relieves my stress. Or you can talk. You can go see a therapist. And if you can't afford it right now because of inflation, you can start your YouTube channel. You can talk to people on there. Or you can talk to yourself. It don't even matter no more, because as long as you know how to deal with yourself and your frustration and your situation, to keep going, then you're doing a good job. It ain't about what you do, it's how you do it. So if it keeps you functioning the way you do it, continue to do it that way. Long as it's not hurting you and you're not harming nobody else, it's a fair game. And that's where we go wrong at, because we always worried about somebody gonna say this, somebody gonna say that. And we got so much build up inside, we don't even know how to be happy anymore, because we're not letting it go and letting it out. So never be afraid to let it out. You've been dealing with things in your life so long, you don't even know how to make change because you don't believe in it. So it's like you don't know where to go because you feel like you need somebody to talk to. But you're afraid to talk to somebody because if you talk to somebody, you're afraid they may judge you or they may look at you a certain way. So if you're afraid that they may judge you, just talk to yourself and God. So in reality, it's like you're not really talking to yourself. If you believe in God, if you don't, it is what it is. But just in general, just look at situations different. Because once you start looking at situations different and you can express how you feel, you'll do better in life because you're starting to express yourself better because you didn't know how to express yourself. Because a lot of people, they're scared to express their feelings. And I get it because it's a cold, cruel world out there. But sometimes you do. It is what it is. It's like you're thinking about it too much. Because when you think about it too much and it's on your mind heavy, it's going to stay on your mind. As long as you're letting it out in silence, you straight. And that's just how I go. Because we get so caught up on life and the way that life is going, we don't have time to work on ourselves. And a lot of us need to work on ourselves more. And some of us need a lot of work. I ain't gonna lie. I may need a lot of work. But I'm gonna take it a day at a time. Because that's all you can do. Because it's like you lost when you give up. And a lot of people make bad decisions because they don't know how to control their emotions, their anger. And sometimes it may cost you a long time. Or it may cost you your life. Because you don't know how to just relax. You let stuff get to you so much. You don't know how to be numb to the pain. I used to let a lot of stuff get to me. But I'm starting to learn that I have to be numb to the pain because if I keep letting a lot of stuff get to me, I'm going to be considered the fool if I let something happen or do something. Because I let a lot of stuff get to me. I didn't know how to isolate myself. I didn't know how to function. I didn't know how to control my emotions because I wasn't letting it out. And a lot of us need to let our emotions out because it's okay to let it out. That might help you think better. That might help you prosper better. That might help you even breathe better in life. All types of things because you're learning how to be happy within yourself. Because most of us, we're not happy because of childhood trauma and things like that. But you got to learn how to just let it go and be happy. And just let it out. And you were so afraid to let it out because you thinking people will judge you. And shoot, you might not be able to afford no therapist because I can't. I'm broke. But in reality, as long as I can just stay strong and move forward and prosper and keep my mind clear, because that's the most important thing that you need to keep clear is your mind. Just think about it. Say if you got a situation going on and there's so much commotion going on in a situation, in chaos, right? And you got to go to work. You feel like you can't even do nothing or even go to work because your mind is gone. You can't even function because you're so frustrated. So that's why I say it's good to just let it out in a good way. Because once you release your frustration, take a deep breath, relax, meditate, or whatever you need to do. Because your mind is very powerful. And that's why a lot of us give up and we never complete things in life all the time, because our minds is so damaged, because we got so much built up in our minds and we not releasing it. Because we're not mentally strong. We don't have the discipline. We want instant gratification because we don't have no patience. And what I'm starting to learn is that you need patience, because patience is key. And once you learn that patience is key and figure out how to let your frustrations out, now you can move forward in your life. Because a lot of us been stuck for a long time because we wasn't moving forward in our lives. And that's what's causing chaos. And you don't want to cause no chaos. You want to prosper. So once y'all figure out how to just let go and let it out, because it's okay to let it out. You have feelings. Whatever you do, you may run and exercise and let it out. You may listen to music. You may watch TV. You may talk about the good things that you remember in the past, the video games you used to play. Any way to deal with your stress, your frustrations, because life is going to life. And you can't control it. So moping around, it's not going to change. And I know it's harsh to say that, but sometimes you just got to exist and just let it go. And once you start to learn that, you're going to be a peaceful soul. You're going to even change your tone and the way you talk. You're not going to be yelling no more. You're going to be talking so mellow and at peace because you figured out how to let it go. Nothing can bother you. You tired of broken promises. That's why you frustrated now. But now it's time for you to just let it out. Express yourself. Never be afraid to express yourself. And I know a lot of people have been dealing with life like this for so long, they don't even know how to express themselves. But start to learn how to figure it out. It's going to change for you for the better. And that's what I really want to tell y'all, because I want to add some value into y'all life, because that helps me. I express myself all the time now. I get on here all the time. At first, I wasn't even doing that. But I feel so much better to even talk it out, because this is what keeps my peace also too. I can express it to y'all. You know what I'm saying?